guys again in the third podcast ever. The temporary name is Way Back Then, courtesy of Bellon, since I've been saying that a lot the last few days. Today we are joined by none other than Sobe. Hi Sobe.
Hello.
Oh, cool, Sobe. And we're joined by our guest panel. He is the expert in The Witcher. He has played all the games, and he has watched all the Witcher series on Netflix 10 times
Yeah.
over, right?
Oh,
And that's
Okay.
Happy.
Sarcastic
Hi,
yeah.
Happy.
gila. Sup? Hello. Kau punya sarcasm aku
Alright.
rindu tu. Sarcasm kau baju. Ah.
Okay, so right, as we promised a few weeks ago that we're gonna have the third one where we're gonna be talking about The Witcher. Right,
Yep.
it's gonna be a spoiler cast. So for those of you who haven't watched any episode of Witcher, uh, well, you are going into like major spoilers. We're gonna keep it short and sweet this time around. We're gonna be joined hopefully by Uncle Stocker later. He's on his way
Yeah.
back, so hopefully he will be joining us. We're gonna keep it short this time around. We're gonna limit it to probably about 1 hour, 1.5 hour maybe, right? And then we're gonna see and then take it away from there. We're gonna start off with the normal what you've been playing, and then we're gonna go into the second part, which is what you've been watching, and then we're gonna go into Witcher spoiler cast, and we're gonna top it off with the news roundup. So that's basically the format that we're gonna go ahead and do today or tonight. All right, so let's have our guest to start off first. Now, Hafi, he's a major gamer. He has his own Blue so-called YouTube streaming site, which he will tell us a little bit, hopefully later towards the end. And
Yeah.
so we're gonna get Hafi to tell us a little bit on what you've been playing the last few weeks, Hafi. So maybe you can tell us a bit, uh, on that part.
Oh, okay. So currently I've been playing like Modern Warfare.
Oh, at least we have now one person who plays Modern Warfare in this group, right?
Yeah, because
So,
there's a discount the other day. It was like 30% off, 40% off.
cool.
So
Now, how much does it cost after discount?
I purchased it around what 30 USD, less than 30 USD.
Crap, that's about what 100 ringgit probably, right?
Yeah,
100,
yeah,
120 ringgit. Cool.
yeah.
So you're playing it on PS4 or on your souped up
PC.
PC? You're
PC.
playing on your PC. Cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool. So this is the latest Call of Duty, the sort of like remake, right?
Yeah. It's quite good actually. It's really good.
So
Except
it's a complete remake or is it a remaster? What is it?
it's
I
it's
have
not
not
it's
been
it's not it's
following
not it's not remastered lah. It's a sort of a remake, but it's back to basic lah. It's no longer like the advanced futuristic like stupid stuff before this. It's just back to normal war games like Ghost, if you remember.
Yeah,
Call of Duty
I like
Ghost, yeah.
those.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's like
So
that. Yeah.
it's a remake of which one? The original Modern Warfare?
Um no, it's like sort of Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, so it's a remake of the Modern Warfare 3, not the first or second
It's
one.
not a remake
Oh.
actually. It's its own game, but I don't think it's right to call remake.
Okay.
Cause
I thought it's a remake. Okay,
no,
good.
it's not a
So,
remake. It's
so is it a continuation of a story or is it like a reboot?
I haven't finished the campaign yet, but
Okay.
I was playing the multiplayer. The multiplayer feels like the old Modern Warfare. I mean,
Ah,
except the map.
you.
The map is quite bad lah. I mean, in terms of spawn rate and so on.
I mean, I played the only Modern Warfare, the only so-called Call of Duty that I played was Modern Warfare, right? The one before that, the World War II one, so I have not really played that. Can't remember why. Maybe because I don't have a PC back then. But the Modern Warfare when it was on PS3, I played that a lot. Yeah. So what can you tell us more about the story? So you're playing the campaign or are you playing the?
I'm playing
the
multiplayer right now. Just
only multiplayer, not playing the campaign at all.
campaign is like I don't know 20%.
Ah, okay, cool. So come on, tell us a little bit about it.
It's fun, but you get frustrated when you play it with the pro players right now because I started late, so there's a lot of pro players right now higher level than me. getting good. They don't have any good guns. All the guns are the same, but attachment
Yeah, I
is
thought it's open up. So basically everybody can use all the guns, right?
all the guns. Yeah, you can use all the guns, but the thing is, you need to level up to get the attachment, the kill streak, and so on.
Okay. So
So
yeah, so they only have the kill streak
yeah, so
perks and whatnot.
yeah.
Okay.
Since I'm new, I
Okay.
don't have all the kill streak, and it's kind of hard.
I get you. Oh, what happened to Amma there? All right, so we're gonna wait until Amma comes. Anything else that you play?
Have you heard about Temtem, the new Pokemon like sort of game?
Oh no, I did not. So what was the game again?
Temtem,
How do you spell it?
TEM. So it's like
T-
Pokemon, but it's on PC, and it's exactly like Pokemon, but just the fighting style is different and the leveling up is different. So you can catch Pokemon. It's called Temtem. You catch Temtem.
It's
Fight
called
trainer.
It's on PC only.
I think so, if not mistaken. It's on PC right
now. So come on, tell us a little bit more about it.
I mean, it's to me lah. If you want my honest opinion, I'll give it a 5 out of 10 because it's still new. It's sort of a game that it's I think it's what do you call Kickstarter. It's on Kickstarter, so it's a sort of a Kickstarter game. So don't expect much from it if you play it. If you want my honest opinion. Even the starting was quite laggy, but if you like Pokemon, go ahead. It's like that. You like training, grinding.
So yeah, Sobe is here back. So that's Temtem. So that's Temtem. So this is on Kickstarter. It looks like Pokemon, exactly like Pokemon, and apparently it's coming to Switch, Steam, PS4, and
it's already
Xbox
on Steam.
One.
It's already on Steam, but PS4 and Xbox One and Switch, I'm not sure.
So this is like Temtem. It's a massively multiplayer creature collection adventure. So that's basically how do you describe how you would describe Pokemon. So
but it's co-op.
Oh, so it's co-op. Oh, the game
you can
looks beautiful.
Play with your friends, guild.
The game looks beautiful. So right now it's only on PC. You haven't launched on everything else yet.
I think so. Yeah.
So interesting. Yeah. Huh. So how far have you been? How long have you played here? Right.
4 hours, 5 hours.
Is this a Pokemon RPG or what?
Yeah, it's sort of a Pokemon RPG game, but it's with constant update lah, rather than Pokemon. Just like you have one Pokemon.
It's like you buy a new game every few years. This one is just a living, breathing game.
Yeah. You just need to buy the expansion.
Cool. Offer hero teams to cool. That's cool. There's 2 games from you from Hafi. Anything else that you play, Hafi?
Destiny, Temtem. Oh, I've been playing Raft, whatever how do you pronounce.
What's that?
Yeah, it's sort of you are stranded on an island, so you need to build your raft and survive. And there's a shark that follow you everywhere. Yeah.
Okay. I guess.
But that's fun when you have friends to play.
So it's a multiplayer game as well?
Yeah, it is. You can play up to 4. I think Mr. Fruit played it. Then I was like, oh, it's on sale right now. Steam is on sale, by the way, guys. Chinese New Year sale.
Yeah. So, PSN and Steam. I mean, the whole bunch is on sale. Yeah.
So cool. It's quite cheap.
All right. Now, Sobe, have you been playing anything, or you still not playing anything?
It's still the same since last week. If anyone watched last week's podcast, it's still Apex Legends and some Destiny, I guess. But
oh my God, Sobe, you disappoint us, Sobe.
Apex Legends, they came up with this new event. It's called Grand Soiree, and it's like a 6 event in a span of I think 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the new season. It's pretty fun. There's like 3rd person mode. Then there's like going back to Kings Canyon. Kings Canyon is the first map you played if you played the original Apex, and then there's like shotgun only, sniper only, and then there's like duos, and then it's
Oh,
gold rush.
so they put in some modifiers to the game where that's interesting.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, as in like you are restricted to just shotgun and snipers, and then there's one where you can only use gold weapons only.
Wow.
Only can use what?
So you can only use gold weapons only. And then there's one. It's called "Will Always Be Closing." The name of the thing. Yeah, always be closing. That means the ring is closing all time. There's no timer.
Wow.
It just closes. So it's like a clusterfuck because the ring is so small. So you all have to fucking race to the ring, basically, and then like set out there. Yeah, it's pretty
Is this
super fun.
Is this permanent or is this like sort
No,
of?
this
event
is
thing?
temporary until the new season comes out, which is next 2 weeks, 4th of February, I think.
So there's
I should
after the event, there's no more like shotgun only. It's back to
Yeah,
normal.
no. So 4th of February, there'll be a new character. It's called Forge. He's like a tank using a sniper. It's like the opposite of Octane, if you guys know Octane. There's gonna be some cosmetic changes to the map, the new map, World's Edge, and yeah, they'll introduce a new rank to rank games. And now there's 2 maps that will be split. So the first half of the season will be World's Edge, then the second half will be the old Kings Canyon map. So that's fun. That's great. So yeah, I mean, Apex, I'm pretty impressed by it. I feel like it's constantly updating, constantly refreshing the whole thing. So yeah, it's pretty fun, and the skins are dope.
yeah, I'm looking at the skin, man. It's dope.
Yeah, skins are dope. The map is very very nice. I mean, yeah, I feel like it's well balanced.
So the last time I played Apex Legends, there was only that one map. So how many
Yeah.
maps have been added since then?
Just 2. The new one is World's Edge. It's I feel like it's 3 times or 5 times bigger than Kings Canyon.
Shit.
There's like cities, there's like train stations, there's like mountains, there's like a lava city, there's like an ice city in there. So it's pretty big. It's pretty huge compared to Kings Canyon. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It really changes the game with the map, the way you play and everything. So they really force you to use long range weapons, short range weapons, depending on your style. But yeah, it's pretty flexible, pretty versatile, and yeah, the game is awesome. Serious.
Cool.
And it's
cool.
and it's free to play, so there's no excuse.
Yeah. But yeah, looking at I'm looking at the season grand soiree, whatever, where you have to earn
Yep.
points, and then
Yep.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be another second job or something to collect all those points.
No, it's not really hard. Just play. You know, you don't need to do the challenge because I think anyone that knows me as a player, I hate challenges in this kind of games. Like I don't do the daily challenges and the weekly, and I've got all the things already down here on my I think like last week I got it.
Wait,
and
what?
it started like
It only started like January, and you got everything already.
yep.
So
Wow.
It's pretty
so
fast.
this
It's
Grand
super fast.
Soiree, how long is the game? How long is this event? Gonna be
So it's like
up until.
I think it's like
Oh,
2
it's like a
days.
2 weeks event. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like every mode will be 2 days, 2 days, 2 days or 3 days like that. You
I
can see
see.
the time at 14, 15.
Yeah. It's like
That's
Gold Rush
December.
Duos, Live, Die, Live, third person mode.
So-
Yeah, the third person mode should be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like basically Fortnite but better. Sorry. Live, die, live. Live, die, live is pretty interesting. It's basically like when you die, first you get knocked down and then someone shoots you to die, so you become a box. So in order for you to respawn, the player needs to pick you up and bring you to the closest respawn punya beacon. But live, die, live is basically the player will die, but if there's one remaining player in your team that's still alive, he can just run to the ring, and when the ring closes and the ring finishes closing, the player that died, that like maybe he didn't pick up the thing, he will drop exactly where the living player is. So he'll drop exactly there. So you don't need to respawn and all that. So it makes it very competitive during during the game. It's
Must be chaotic.
all the modes are awesome. Seriously, the game modes are
Yeah,
super
maybe I
super nice.
should, jump back in. But when you jump back
Please,
in, I mean, just like what Hafiz said just now,
it's hard to talk.
it's hard to stop is one thing, but you don't really know the map, and then you're gonna suffer, and then whoever that you played with is gonna suffer as well. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm, I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
Do you
yeah.
play the
Alright,
rank
cool,
mode, Sobe?
cool.
Yeah, I did. I got until gold. I
Okay.
got until platinum. And that's the most I can do because I hate sweaty games. I hate playing sweaty. I just want to have fun. So
Is
that
it
game is
super
too
sweaty, the
sweaty.
rank mode?
Oh my god,
Super,
I hate
super
sweaty
sweaty.
game. That's the
Compared
title
to
of it.
Destiny, like
Yeah.
competitive?
This I don't know because it's two different games. Susah. Macam like because Destiny is a very contained map, very small.
Yeah.
But land and you can respawn. This one is like where you need to choose your fights in rank mode. You need to really choose your fights and really calculate every step you make because you might get crabed anytime when you're in rank mode. It's easily they're all like no scope craving everyone. So yeah, it's pretty
Nice.
hard. It's pretty and it's
Cool.
pretty fun. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe I should join. So if you are ever online and you see me online playing some other games, hit me up. Maybe we can try. Maybe we can
Okay.
try. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Anything else that you play other than Apex Legend?
Apex. I went to Destiny to go get the Devil's Ruin, the new sidearm, and then I
Okay.
went back to get the other
You
fusion
are
rifle
so
quest.
slow. My kids got like Devil's Ruin probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Well, I have a job, so I have a lot of things to do. I don't have time. I went there just to macam like because I just wanted to change the pace, but like really I don't have time. I'm super tired. I
But
only play like 1 or 2 hours.
easy thing to do
Yeah,
to get Devil's
it's
Ruin, right?
basically not a quest. I don't
Yeah,
know why they did that. I feel like it's a waste of time.
yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like it's a waste opportunity. But when you do the quest, you get the best dialogue in Destiny ever.
yeah.
If you stayed until the end, it's like the best fucking dialogue in all of Destiny's history.
Oh
Seriously.
my god, that's I'm a hyperbole there. So yeah,
Oh, no, relax.
I'm just gonna ignore that. Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
no,
So
come on.
okay, so that's the two games that you played. That's it.
Yeah, that's all. That's
Since
all. That's
since
all
the
I
last
play.
we talked. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Now I'm the worst, I guess, among the two of you because I only play one game, and that's Monster Hunter Iceborne. Right.
Ooh, I heard that was really
So
good.
yeah, I mean, you just can't stop playing it. It's that grind, not to say grind, but it's that just one more monster all over again. Right? Remember when we were playing together? Back
Yeah. I remember when Stalker
when
slapped the
y-
whole way through while we were killing
yeah,
the bloody.
you know,
God
I
damn.
it's
mean,
all of the Nergigante feeling when you first, fight Nergigante, when you first fight the Elder Dragon, and so. But I'm just started. I started. This is probably like the third monster that I've came across, right? Third new monster, so to speak, right? So it's so good. You get to learn the tale of the monster again. You get to learn, this monster. What kind of weapon do you want to use, and then how do you want to cut off the tail first, or do you want to get the so-called horns first, or you want to get the wings first? So it's that, you know, it's like Bloodborne or Dark Soul, but with monster, with a bigger monster, right? So it's so good, so good, and I've been playing that. So the game started off by sending you to like a totally new place where you set up like a totally new base there. So you get the blacksmith, you get the person who cook for you, and then you get everything at that new place, right? And the new place, even though it is like an icy place, but they somehow managed to put a place where it is not so icy, right? So and there's a lot of new things that has been put in since we quit back then. So I'm now learning whatever that they are doing. So it's like a lot of learning. I'm like, there's too much going on. I'm just gonna go and kill the next monster. So I'm just gonna take my own sweet time learning about the whole thing. Um, the other part that I think is great is they've introduced this new mechanic where you have this claw that you can attach. You know, last time for you to actually get on top of a monster, you have to get from a high place, then you go and jump
Yeah,
on top of
yeah.
the monster, right? So now there is this claw thingy. I can't remember what's the name, clutch claw or something like that, where the moment you knock a monster, not knock it down, but there is this new mechanic where when you knock the monster will, what's the word that they use, will stagger, right? So when the monster staggers, and that's when you can use the clutch claw. So when you use the clutch claw, it's like you can just use the claw would then extend, and you can either grab the face or the wings or the tail, right? So assuming you now clutch on the face, you can then do three things. Either you weaken that part of the body that you clutch on, or
Yeah.
you can then slap the monster's face, so to speak. Then the monster would turn 90 degrees, and
Okay.
then what you can do is you can then press R2 where you make the monster run straight ahead. So if straight ahead there's a wall or a tree or whatever that's going to block the monster can then ram through the wall. That will take up probably about 400 to 600 of the monster's HP, and then the monster will just fell, and that's when you go and unleash hell on the monster, right? So that makes it like 10 times better, because one of your friends going to be doing it, one of the other friends going to get ready with whatever that they're going to do to unleash hell on it. So yeah, but the thing is, right now I'm playing alone, so I don't enjoy all that. And I managed to find someone to play with, but I haven't got into his so-called team yet. So probably in the next few days I can enjoy more. But yeah, I'm still early, 3 or 4 monsters in, and yeah, it's like super super good. Yeah,
Wait, balloon
and it
balloon is
was
not playing.
no, Balloon is not playing. Balloon is like going full on Destiny now.
Oh, okay.
Right. It was on sale, but it's still not cheap because the normal price is $39. But when I bought it was 23. So it's still expensive for an expansion pack. Right. It's still expensive for an
Okay.
expansion pack. Right. So yeah, so that's the only game that I'm playing
Yep.
right now. So I haven't been playing anything else. Right. So that's about 15-20 minutes that we have spent. So let's quickly go to what you've been watching the last few weeks. I've watched a bunch of stuff. So I'm just gonna talk for a few things. So Bosaway, let's start off with you.
So with me, what I watched,
Yeah.
started watching uh, not much actually from last week. I mean, nothing new. I've been watching the same thing like Harley Quinn.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Yeah. I've managed to get Harley Quinn queued up, but I haven't started watching it yet.
oh my god, it's so good. Okay, Harley Quinn is really good. Been watching Supernatural normally, and been watching Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. That is surprisingly okay for me because I thought it was gonna be like Riverdale, because
Mm.
Riverdale is like the worst thing ever on Netflix. But Chilling
You're talking about
Adventures of
Sabrina, right?
yeah, Chilling Adventures of
Yeah.
Sabrina. So like Sabrina the Teenage Witch,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
very greedy type of setting. I mean,
This
it's
you're
really
talking about the second season, or
this is the third season.
oh, it's already the third one. Damn.
Yeah, yeah, and it's pretty good. I mean,
Yeah, my wife, watches it, so I haven't started even a single episode yet. So yeah, maybe I'll start. But I got so many queued up right now, so I just don't have the time. In
I
fact, I've been
feel like
spending more time watching shows rather than playing games right now.
yeah, I mean like whatever you like to do, but like like games takes a lot of effort and stuff to do, right? But like TV show is just you can just like lie down and watch. I mean like if you wanna like a quick one, I feel like Harley Quinn's perfect because like 20 minutes per episode, and it's
Yeah. I need
super
something
funny,
that's
super
like
good,
half an hour. Yeah, I need something
super
that's
funny,
half an
super
hour.
good. Yeah,
Yeah, I've got
yeah.
one that I'm gonna share later. So yeah, I'm gonna queue that thing up pretty soon, I guess, pretty soon. So Sabrina and Harley Quinn. And
That's
anything else?
pretty much it. I recapped Living Neverland again. Just watched it just to understand again, and yeah,
What living?
Living
What?
Leaving Neverland is a documentary about Michael Jackson.
Oh, I know. Don't watch that shit. Seriously, seriously.
Yo, seriously, you need to watch it to understand. I mean, like you need to watch it to understand what the hell the problem is. And yeah,
It kind of like brainwash the way you think about him, and yeah,
Baju, did you watch it or not?
I know I did not. I don't
You
want to watch it.
you need to watch it for you to understand. People that defend this thing usually
Uh-huh.
are the people that don't watch it because there's I feel like they're scared to confront these stories about Michael. I
It's not
mean,
that they're scared to come. Those people that I have that I've talked to that have actually watched it, right?
yeah.
They somehow feel that um, they are just doing it to whether we talk about smear the name or make money out of it, or making like mountain out of a mole kind
I
of thing.
mean, I don't know if you watch the documentary and you see the evidence, like regardless, okay, like put aside the people that are telling the stories. If you don't want
Mm.
to believe that, it's fine. But when you go to Neverland, it's pretty graphic. When they show you stuff that are literally at Michael's house, and the thing about because everyone knows he sleeps with the kids, but like
Mm-hmm.
everyone, I don't know, like everyone is like, because we see him on the outside, he's like like
Yeah,
this
I mean,
angel,
but
like this.
what is it that is so graphic?
I mean, the fact, okay, one is the fact that he lets like the parents. I'm really mad about the parents as well because the parents let the kids stay there for
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
there was literally there's like literally interviews in 1990 like 1992 where they
Mm-hmm.
go around and show like Neverland, like
Mm-hmm.
and then like Michael is with this kid, he's like 7 or 9, and then like this kid is like saying like I don't want to. Can I sleep downstairs? I don't want to sleep with you. He
Mm-hmm.
was having a conversation with Michael, but the camera was on him. And then Michael's
Okay.
like, if you love me, you sleep with me. And then the kid was like, oh man. I was like, what? That's kind of weird. And then the interviewer knew that it was weird, but like the interviewer was like, are the parents okay with this? And it's like, yeah, the parents love when the kids come. When the parents come, they're okay. It's like,
I know.
and then
So what? So they sleep. I mean, that's why I said they are making this mountain out of a molehill kind of
but
thing.
you as a parent, would you let your kids, even though it's Michael
I
Jackson?
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
again, I wouldn't.
Come
But then
on.
again, I'm talking about, yeah. We have this kid saying that Michael asked him to go and sleep with him, but
Yeah.
no, don't want. And then yes, want. But the question now next is, so we
Okay.
all know Michael sleeps with the kids. Whether
Yes.
Michael do it or not is,
Yeah.
we don't know, right? So why talk about it again?
I mean,
Why
isn't
making
it
such a big
obvious that
noise
he is
again?
doing it?
Sorry.
Isn't it obvious? Isn't it obvious that he is doing it though? I don't know.
No, what? Okay, what's? Why do you say it's obvious that he's doing it with the kids?
I
What makes you
mean,
say that?
let's say like you literally this kid from Sydney, his mom is in Sydney though. He is
Okay.
literally there and
Mhm.
like living with Michael or basically sleeping. And
Okay. So.
he had adik dia, the sister. The sister would
Mhm.
never ever like she was never allowed in Michael's room except for this boy. And
Okay.
then
So.
like this like
Again,
macam
this is this boy saying whatever that he says. We don't know whether
yeah.
it's true or not.
Why would he lie though? Like,
Because maybe because they want to make stories out of it. They want to, whether
Baju,
we talk about
like,
making money or making
no,
stories, making the
but
documentary, because it is your word against my word kind of thing, so nobody can say anything.
I like if like I think that that's a very very close-minded way to think. But I mean, like, if you think about it logically, like
Mhm.
a 30-year-old guy sleeping with a
Mhm.
7-year-old kid for about a year, would not touch him, I feel like that is impossible. Impossible in whatsoever. I feel like that. I don't know what you're thinking. I mean, not like even sleeping is wrong. I mean, like whatever it is, like because no one can say it's true or false or whatever. But sleeping with the kid is wrong.
That's my point.
In general.
That's my point.
I mean,
The documentary paints such a bad look on Michael.
I
right?
feel like it's
And-
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's supposed to look like that, Baju, because because they literally went back
That's what
like
I mean.
after Michael is dead. They literally went back to Neverland, and the ex bodyguard actually showed the rides and the candy store. There were secret rooms, Baju, where they had beds inside, and that he would call kids.
It's
Baju,
like the
come
whole
on, Baju.
whole house. He can
It's not
do
the house,
whatever he
Baju.
wants with the whole house.
I know, but Baju, it's not the house. This is like the outside area where the rides are there, the train semua kan. Like
I know,
in the
but
train
it's
area,
basically
belakang
his house. Like, those are basically his home.
I know,
Whatever
but
that
why
he's gonna
would
do,
you?
the park.
But I know, but why would you want like secret rooms out that he
Because
wouldn't tell
he
the
has
parents?
billions of dollars. He can do
But that
whatever.
doesn't. No, but that doesn't justify you. Okay, you go like your friends can go outside. You come here with me to the secret room behind here with a bed. You know what I mean? With
that's
the
what I
bed.
feel. That's what
for
I
you
feel.
to-
They are making stories out of it.
They're not.
Why?
No, they're not.
Why do
No,
you
they
bel-
showed the
Why?
rooms.
Why do you believe?
No, they showed. They showed the
No.
thing, but they showed the.
No. I'm talking about you come alone with me.
Yeah, no, because no, during the what the small interviews were, like he would say, yeah, all my other friends wouldn't join me. It was just me, and that was when Michael was alive, and the kid is a kid. Why would he lie? The only reason he would lie is because he believed, like as a child, you wouldn't. You're like scared to tell, like, or like he wouldn't know which one is like what's true or what's not, because he's just listening to Michael.
I don't want to talk about it too much because I haven't watched it yet. Because I haven't watched it yet.
You should definitely watch it. I deleted
because-
everything about Michael already from my phone. So
Yeah,
I'm
because
good.
for me, at the end of the day, we know his trouble. He has, trouble with his
Yeah,
life,
the
with
trouble
his, being a
past and
kid
all
and
that
whatnot,
stuff.
right? Trouble
Yeah.
past, and he never had a kid.
I feel like that's
so-called.
just that's a very weak justification. I mean, like,
No, I'm not justifying. I'm not
abused.
justifying.
Yeah.
I know that's a fact that he has that problem, right? And then
Yes,
he
yes.
may do it, he may not do it, whatever it is. But my point is that particular documentary is gonna paint such a bad picture on Michael, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I want to go through, because at the end of the day, it is not. I would prefer documentary that somehow, tell whatever story rather than make up stories.
I mean, like, how do you know if it's makeup or not? That's the thing.
Well,
I mean,
again,
like, you're
I have
saying that it's makeup.
I have what I watch is I listen to people who have watched it, right? And I for those who have actually these are we were talking about people, not just my friends, but we're talking about those who actually watch it on the internet. I watch them; they put a review on it or they put their own take on it. So okay, all right, you know what? I'm just not gonna watch it because it is probably too distasteful in the sense. If it is done investigatively, like the one that we have in, the kill the cat thingy. What's the don't fuck with the cats thingy?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If it is done that way,
Yeah. So he
Sorry?
wants to.
Yeah, stalkers, yeah.
Yes.
so if it is done that way, then maybe I
Stalkers, yeah.
would watch it. But if it is done that is not objectively done, right? Then for me, it is not for me. Yeah, I would prefer something that's more objective. Right.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We have Stalker joining us. So welcome, Stalker. Hello, Stalker. Can you hear us? Oh my God, Stalker. All right, we're gonna get maybe Stalker is not in yet. No, but in the meantime, so yeah, I'll put it on the back burner. I have it in my queue, so I don't know whether
I'm here. Hello.
Hello, Stalker. So you don't need to put the mic too close to your mouth.
Okay.
You just
So
let it
about
go.
1917, it's sorry.
No.
Okay,
Yeah, we're
yes,
gonna go into your 1970s soon.
It's
Right.
a masterpiece.
So
like
just gonna go.
movie.
So Sobek, you have three things under your belt just now. So
Yeah.
you're making a lot of noise, so you might want to check where the noise
Not
is
me.
coming from.
I heard the noise also.
It's
Yeah,
not coming
probably
from
from
you.
there. Nope. Because I heard the noise
So
also.
coming probably you. So yeah, we're gonna have
Hey, so Hafi really replaced the balloon.
Neverland, and then you're gonna
Apa dia?
have what was it that you're playing?
Hafi really replace balloon.
Yeah.
Asal dah boleh
So because
di
Balloon cannot join us, so we get I was hoping we're gonna get 5 people talking today. Since Balloon cannot join us, but yeah.
It's okay.
So Harley Quinn, Leaving Neverland, and what's the other one? So where?
If you never learn, so the documentary. So you're talking about the documentary now?
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Is my background still noisy?
Yeah, it's good. Right.
Okay,
So you were talking about
sorry.
Leaving Neverland, Harley Quinn
Harley
series, and what's the other one?
Quinn, apa surviving R. Kelly. I mean, been watching really controversial documentaries there.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
you have a lot of time on your hands, right? Okay.
No,
Right,
this
cool.
is when
Watch
I'm
this all-
working in the
wait,
back
wait,
end.
I gotta ask you,
So
Zoe, why
it's
do
the
you
back
watch
end.
this? I mean, isn't it stressful? I mean, like,
I
watching
mean,
these
it is.
documentaries,
I mean, like in the case of Living Neverland, I feel like if you don't make that documentary, the truth or lie would not come out, and people wouldn't be talking about it. I mean, it has to be out there. I feel like it has to be. I feel like it has to come out
If the proof is enough, why is nobody taking action against the estate?
because you know why? Because everyone is like you, Baju. Everyone is like in denial because
So I
you
can't.
see him as
I
a.
don't believe that the parents decided not to do anything. That there's no lawyers that willing to take up the case, and there are no judges that is not like you.
Baju, you should. Okay. Before we go into it, I think you should really watch the documentary and then you come back to it,
Ah,
and then we come back to it. Seriously.
I don't want to. I don't want
other
to
than
be
Sobe, who has
tied
watched
to.
the documentary? I haven't watched it. Stalker?
What? Which documentary? Neverland?
Living Neverland, the one that
I watched
the Michael
half
Jackson one.
only. I watched half only.
So what
half
do
of
you
the
think?
documentary.
Yeah, what do you think?
I'm in the middle. I think, like, it can be true, it can be a lie, but then to have it already, the documentary, it's pretty interesting lah. Because we know what happened. That because if the documentary didn't come out, like let's say they haven't decided to release anything about the documentary, right?
Mhm.
About Michael Jackson's past with the kids, so we
Mhm.
wouldn't know anything about about them, because what we knew so far before the documentary, only on the news lah, about the kids joining him for like parties, all those dance punya apa, choreograph punya stuff, I don't know, but it's not controversial lah before as after the documentary came out. But then I only watched half of the documentary, so I can't give my full opinion on it yet.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay.
But to me, it's interesting lah. So I won't say it's a lie, and I won't say it's all true also. So I just want to know. To me, it's already interesting that we get to know this kind of stuff, so that all of us, I mean, the whole world can talk about it.
Wait, so oh my god, I'm the only guy who have my face
Yeah.
on the damn stream. Bloody hell, stalker! What happened to you? Go and
Okay lah,
show
Wan.
your. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, at least stalker
My
ada
background
telur,
buruk lah.
not like the other two guys. Yeah. Yang ni tak ada telur ni orang. Right. Oh yeah, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go quickly.
Ah,
Yeah,
tu ada dah.
finally,
Oi,
Sobe.
mana lah dia duduk.
Okay.
Nice one,
Come
man.
on, Sobe. Bagi ada telur-telur
Ada
Okay.
satu je
Okay.
telur, cukup lah.
Okay, so very quickly, I'm gonna go through my list. So I've just finished The Expanse season
Expanse.
3. Oh my
I
god,
only
it's
watched like
so
season 2 only.
good.
I haven't watched season 3 yet.
I've been longing for a good sci-fi. So The Expanse. Remember last 2 weeks I've just finished what's it, Lost in Space, right? And
I don't like that
then
show. I only watched the season 1.
Yeah,
I
you
don't-
should
I
watch
don't
season
like
2.
it.
It's so good. It's so good. Season 2 is a bit better, if you ask me, than season 1. Season 2 is a bit better than season 1, but The Expanse is infinitely better than Lost in Space. Maybe because Lost in Space is geared more towards the kids, right? While The Expanse is more for adults, right? Because they spend they have politics in it. They have a little bit of war in it. They have a little bit of action in it. They have a little bit of they have a lot of science going around it. I mean, it's like really real science in terms of how spaceship works, in terms of how you want to travel in space, in terms of what happens in zero G. They try to make it as authentic as possible. They try to mix in the science. So when they do something, you kind of like have to Google how come it's like this, how come it's like that, how come the spaceship is traveling backwards, right? So those are the things that really made it so good. So I've just finished season 3, and season 4 have just finished as well on Amazon. So I'm now going
They
into
already
season
they
4.
already finished on Amazon the whole season.
Season 4 is already done on Amazon. So they're gonna go season 5. I
Oh.
don't know when, right? So I'm now going through the 3rd episode of season 4. Again, it's so good. I really love it. I don't want it to end. Actually, I really don't want it to end. The only thing that I feel so bummed is the fact that the show don't have it doesn't have HDR, even though it's in 4K. But then the show is already good. But with HDR, I think it's gonna be like super good. So
How
that's
many
I've
episodes
been
there are
watching.
in season 3?
Uh, if I'm not mistaken, 12 or 13. Not that
Oh, okay,
many.
not that
Right,
many.
12 to 13. Not
It's
that many.
around 40
Yeah.
minutes, right, per episode?
Yeah, 40 odd minutes. That's correct. 40 odd minutes.
Yeah, because I watched season 2, so I haven't watched season 3 yet.
Yeah, season 1 and season 2, we watched it on Netflix back then,
Yeah,
right?
it was
But now
really
it's
good.
no longer on Netflix, so you gotta get it from Amazon or somewhere else, right? So, but again, it's so good. So okay, the other one that I'm watching, because that's a 40-hour show, 40-minute show. So I'm looking for a shorter show. Yeah, the 99
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn 99 is back. The latest season is just released on Netflix. I'm not sure whether you guys
I
know.
haven't started yet.
So
Yeah,
season
I'm
6,
already
right?
on like
Season 6.
sorry.
Season
Season
6.
6, right?
Yeah,
Season 6.
I haven't
I'm
started
already
yet.
on like the 12 episodes, I think. So that's the show that I watch whenever I'm on lunch alone. If I'm on lunch alone at office, so I'm just gonna put on my headphones and then I'm gonna just watch that while having my lunch. Yeah. So it's so good, right? And the next one is I'm not sure whether you know Shinichiro Watanabe. He's the director of Cowboy Bebop. I'm not sure have you guys heard of Cowboy Bebop. I'm sure you guys have heard. Right? This is
Yeah,
like
of course.
What?
so-called
Cowboy
Cowboy
Bebop,
Bebop.
one of the best anime.
Oh,
Yeah, so this is more for boomers anime, not so much the. I'm not
yeah,
sure
I
whether
watched
about you
Cowboy
guys.
Bebop.
Good. So he's the director of Cowboy Bebop. So he have actually made many more animes after that, but nothing as big as Cowboy
The
Bebop.
live action one is
Uh,
gonna be a movie, right? It's not a show.
yeah, they're making it right now for Netflix, right? So yeah, I'm watching the this anime. It's an old one, was released back in 2014, but I finally got my hands on it. It's called Terror in Resonance. As always, the first episode got me hooked, and I've just watched the 3rd episode just now. So yeah, it's about, I don't want to spoil it, but it's about these 2 kids who somehow are good at doing certain things and have somehow been, yeah, have this big plot against the government or something like that. So yeah, if you guys have time, go and watch it. So those are the 3 things that I watched
Sorry,
in the
what's
last.
it called again?
Terror in Resonance.
Netflix.
Is it on
No, I got it from Crunchyroll,
Oh,
but you guys can get it from anywhere else anyway.
yeah,
Right, guys?
Pirate Bay then.
Karen
Yeah,
Yoko?
Pirate Bay, whatever that you guys want to do. So Terror in Resonance. So it's directed by the same, and music. If you guys love the music of Cowboy Bebop, it's done by Yoko Kanno. This music is also done by Yoko Kanno as well. So
Hmm.
I have all the soundtrack for Cowboy Bebop, and I listen to it until today. If I were to go back on my most listened to song on my Apple Music, uh, Cowboy Bebop soundtrack is like at the top, right?
Serious
So
ah?
yeah,
Nice.
yeah, until today. So yeah, the music is good. I've listened to the first few already, so it's pretty good. Yeah, yeah. So those are the three things that I've been watching. I spent a lot of time watching The Expanse, all 13 episodes. So yeah. So Daddy Stark, what have you been watching?
Why me? Why not
Yeah, because
there?
everybody else done.
Oh, everybody else done. Okay.
Mm.
So 3 shows, is it?
No, I mean, Sobe have one or two, Hafi have one or two. So whatever that you think is interesting for you to share.
I haven't talked about my show yet. That was
Yeah, I
before
first lah.
the. But yeah, Stalker first. I'm looking
Ah,
at the
Stalker first.
Cowboy
I
Bebop
forgot
thing.
about. Yeah, yeah.
So Afi, you want to go first?
No, you go first. I'm looking at the show.
Mm, I only have like one show for now. I mean,
Mhm.
I've watched it before, but now I'm rewatching it again because next month the final season and slash new season of the show will come out at the end of next month,
Mhm.
which is Clone Wars.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
Clone
my
Wars.
favorite Star Wars show slash movie. I mean, it's the best Star Wars movie or show lah you can get.
Mm.
Like if you
Well,
compare with the movies, it's like Clone Wars is way, way, way much better, and they put so much lore into the show compared to the movies.
I wanted to queue it up, but to really go through all 6 season, it's like 150 gigabytes.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my, this is
but
too
you
much.
can like download like one season if you want to watch first. One season if you want to watch a week for that week one season,
Yeah,
you can
but
download one
yeah,
season
I
first
mean,
lah.
I'm like, oh, it's too, yeah,
Because
but
that's what I'm
maybe,
doing right
maybe,
now. I'm at
yeah.
season 4, so this
Oh,
week
you're
I just
still at
started.
season 4, but now it's like season 7 or something. Yeah.
No, I rewatch it. I'm rewatching it because the last time I watched the whole season was when it ended 6 years ago. Cause around 6 7 years ago. So I've
Okay.
almost forgot everything about everything. But then when I would rewatch it again, now I remember that they put so much effort to add the lore of the whole Star Wars universe into one show. Like the whole
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
about Darth Maul. You know Darth Maul, right?
yeah.
Darth Maul, and then uh Darth Bane, the 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 Sith legend, and then the whole thing about clones and about the Jedi's. Everything about Star Wars that you want to know is in the show. So now
Okay.
I
I'll
I,
just
I totally forgot about them, about the movie, about the show, about the things in the show after I watched it 7 years ago. So like that's
okay.
so when I rewatched
I'll
it again, it's like it's a new thing, a new thing for me.
I'll take the plunge.
Mm.
I'll take the plunge.
So if you really
Uh,
want to know about the Star Wars universe, that's the show. If you don't want to read, they will tell you
all right.
everything. Like
I'll
ninety
take your
percent of
word.
the universe, it will be in there.
I'll take your word for it.
So that's the only show
All
lah
right.
for now, because
Okay.
I'm not
Happy. What about
focusing
you?
on anything. Oh, by the way, I just finished Witcher last week.
Finally. Okay, we're gonna go into
Uh,
Witcher right after Hafiz tell us what else has he been watching.
Yeah. So currently, I'm watching The Blacklist and also Community. If you know the TV show Community,
Mm.
No.
Not really.
Community.
it's
Netflix?
really good. It's also by the Russo brothers. I think the first 2 seasons.
Just-
okay.
Just one or two, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
it's really good. I mean, the first
Just one
3 seasons
or
was
two what? Just 1 or 2 episode. Oh, 1 or 2 season.
the
Season.
first 2 seasons was by the Russo brothers,
Ah.
and it's really good. I'm in season 3 right now. Still good.
So is it on Netflix or no?
No, you need to find the source somewhere else. The Blacklist is on Netflix. It's really good.
Yeah,
It's
Blacklist, I
about
finished everything. The ni kan, the main actor is who's the actor for ni? The
Ultron.
villain for Ultron the
Yeah,
Ultron punya voice actor.
yeah. So Raymond Reddington is basically like the criminal
That's though
concierge.
Blacklist.
Yeah, Blacklist is really good.
But towards
I
the
mean,
end,
the
it's not really good though. I mean, the
I
first
mean,
few seasons.
towards the end, like season 6 is a bit mindfuck,
Yeah.
and season 5 and season 6 is a bit mindfuck because you don't know whether it's him or not. And season 7 should be the reveal, but season 7 is this year. So yeah, I mean,
I mean, the best to me is season 1, obviously, and season 2.
season 1 and season 2 is best.
Yeah.
It's good. It's
After
really good.
that,
I mean,
it's like it went
you get
downfall a bit.
mindfuck, especially on the prison scene, right? If you watch the prison scene, like when he was captured in the prison with the other lady,
Mhm.
and he told his story, right? His
Yeah.
backstory about how about the house in flames and so on, saving his daughter.
Yeah.
That one was mind fucked. I was like, okay. Then suddenly he came out. Okay, that was mind fucked.
Okay. It's in my again. Blacklist is in the list, but there's way too many shows, and I don't want to be a cash
I mean, if you
potato. I
got
don't
time,
want to.
you if you like comedy, I mean, watch Community. It's really good. Even I was
I
hooked the first 2-3 episodes. I was like, oh, this is good.
have that. What's that show that you guys asked me to watch last week? Too, yang the Better Call Saul is have something to do with Better Call Saul. The Breaking Bad. I still
Bad, yeah.
have that.
You haven't
Cute,
started?
and I still haven't started. Yeah.
Yelah. Baju.
I've got way too many things to watch, guys, and not enough time. Yeah.
Have you guys watched Final Space? Other than Sobe watch Final Space. The season 2.
Is it good? It's in.
No, I haven't
I
started.
wanted
It's
to.
really good. It's good.
It's on my list though.
It's good. It's good.
Sobe? Yeah,
Fast
it's
Food is
good.
good.
It's a cartoon, right? It's a cartoon.
Yeah, it's sort of like Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Final Space
Yeah,
is from Olan Rogers from YouTube. I follow him before that show, and he's a really good storyteller on YouTube. He likes to tell stories about his past and all stuff. It's just like random stories. But when I found out that he got a show on Netflix, that's when I started. It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Not as good
right
as Rick and
after,
Morty. Yeah.
you know, I saw the show's trailer right after I finished Rick and Morty season 3, I think, right? So I said, should I watch this? Should I watch this? Should I watch this? Right. So yeah, okay. Well, there are way too many shows. I hate the fact that we have too much shows, and I want to watch it all because I was against watching too much TV back then. So and I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy who like a couch potato kind of thing. Yeah, sure. Right. So yeah. Anything else that you guys want to touch before we go into the Witcher spoiler cast?
Nah.
So Stalker, you said that you wanted to talk a bit about 1917.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you want me to talk about it now?
No, let's not spoil it, but you just tell us why is it so good? What's so good about it?
Oh, have you read anything about the cinematography about the
We all
movie?
know that it's a one shot. It's a
Yes,
one take.
that one
take shot.
if you pay attention to the movie, that one take shot, is it?
Mm-hmm.
That one take shot is really, it will blow your mind.
It's like
It will blow
it's
your
like
mind.
the camera never fade to black.
Yes,
because
if you pay
it follows-
attention, it's
it
literally
just
only
follows
one scene.
the
The whole
story
movie?
with that one take, so to speak.
The whole
yeah.
movie only has like one scene, technically, if you pay
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah,
So
correct.
wait, this is a
And
movie.
Huh?
yeah, 1917 by Sam
1917?
Mendes.
What's the name of this?
1917 or 1970?
1917, 1917,
It's based
1917,
on
the year
a true story.
World War One, right?
Yeah.
Right.
The cinematography is top notch. It's
Yeah,
really
I mean,
one of the best of all time.
if you
Seriously.
guys know the game God of War,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is also a one continuous take.
Oh.
There's no you guys if you guys do not pay attention when you guys are playing, the camera is always with the God of War, Kratos, and either behind Kratos or when Kratos looks at something. So it is all just one take. Right. Yeah. And the fact that it was a big thing because when he wanted to make it that way, and then he has to kind of like convince Sony so that he can make it that way. Right. So yeah, I mean that's the only thing that I know about 1917.
The one
but-
take shot is one thing. That's what they talk about the movie. the most talked about in the movie. But then if you pay attention to the cinematography plus
Yeah,
with
it's
the
a
one take
beautiful
shot,
film.
it's really really beautiful. Cantik
Mm.
gila.
Yeah,
Like
I wanted to
it's
go and
perfect.
watch it. Hopefully, I can. Yeah.
It's
Is it
perfect.
on
Dude.
IMAX? Oh no.
No, unfortunately not. Malaysia didn't
Okay.
release the IMAX and Dolby version.
Okay. Then just need to
And the
go
sound effect
before.
is also top notch. The
Mhm.
sound,
Okay.
the original score, plus with the original score. If you
Mhm.
pay attention, the original score plus the cinematography of the movie
Mhm.
really blends. Like you will, you feel like you're in the movie.
Okay. Okay. I'll
Yeah.
take your word for it. I'll.
That that movie is so beautiful. I mean, like if you
Huh?
watch
Have you watched one?
Dunkirk, I feel like the same thing. Yeah,
Kau dah tengok?
that movie
Oh,
is
okay.
so yeah. It's shot in one shot.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like really good.
It's really
It's
beautiful.
Well,
super.
I don't know about
The
Dunkirk,
gra-
man. I
Ah,
think for
Dunkirk
me,
is so.
Dunkirk is like the worst of
Yeah.
the Nolan movies
No, I
for
mean,
me.
okay,
Are
if
you
you watch,
serious?
Yeah.
yeah, are you
Yeah.
serious?
Because okay, che. I feel like because I feel like that's true because me and Stalker watched it at Moss
Yeah.
with the whole sound system,
Uh-huh.
and that thing really made the movie greater. I mean, like
Oh
the
yeah.
Yeah, I
whole
Did
like
you
know.
the
watch?
Okay.
audio
No,
of it.
if we
in
want to
the
talk
movie?
about, if we
Oh,
want
the
to
No,
talk
yeah.
about the
no. Did you watch
technicality,
Dunkirk in the movie?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh fuck, damn.
See,
Then
the thing is,
I can't
okay, let me
really.
tell you this. What's good about so-called these his movies are not just the technical aspect of it. You know, the cinematography, the sound, not
No,
just that.
I mean like in terms of you watching the movie Dunkirk,
Mm-hmm.
were
Mm-hmm.
you on the edge of your seat the whole time the
You
movie?
know, the first part of it, yes, it was. In the beginning there was these soldiers walking, and then suddenly you heard shots being fired, and then they ran, right?
Okay,
So
so you were at the edge of your seat, right?
yeah, that part.
Okay,
But
that okay.
but after that, it kind of like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like getting sleepy. You know, when we talk, when they are on the boat, and then we have Winston Churchill when and the team is talking about it, and then the generals are talking about how we're gonna get these people off, and then I'm like, what? And then there's no story basically.
That is the story actually.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's like cut into small stories. But yeah,
Yeah.
that there is no story. It's more about just like the way cooking works. Like there's like simmering,
Hmm.
and then there's that like climax at the end.
and
Yeah,
the
but
climax is not really a climax.
because it's I think
I
because it's
mean,
segregated into different stories. I
Different
feel like
stories. Yeah.
you
yeah
are
lah. We have the
unsatisfied with it.
pilot. We have the pilot. What's the name of the pilot? Played by the
Just
guy.
let's just call him Tom Hardy. That's all.
Tom Hardy's right. So we have the Tom Hardy part of the story. We have the guy who was hiding in the abandoned ship, right? Story, and then we have the general story, and then we have the people on the boat story, right?
Yeah.
So and I feel that technically it's a great movie, but storytelling is a total failure because
I think
there's number one, there's no story coming out of it,
Okay, but then
and
uh, talking about storytelling, if you want to compare with 1917, 1917 has a story
yeah,
uh,
that's what makes it interesting for me.
because
And
It's not like a story per se, but it's more like a mission type thing.
mission.
okay,
So the
yeah,
whole
okay,
It's
plot
like
is
which is
basically
fine,
him
which is
going to
fine.
the
okay. You've played COD's mission, COD story mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
something
basically like a
sort of
story,
like
right?
that.
Okay,
But then
which is fine.
it's
Which is they're
it's
trying
made
to tell
into
the
a
story
like
of the
a
mission, right?
beautiful movie.
no it's not telling the story of the I mean like it's like you following two guys to
Yalah, it's a
deliver
mission lah.
this message to the
Like
thing.
that
So
mission
it's
lah,
the
Like
whole
mission
right?
lah, it's
like it's
mission.
the whole mission
Okay.
of
So,
them.
and
Yeah.
if you look at his every other movies, right? Just how great the story of Interstellar was,
Yeah,
right?
Interstellar.
Oh,
was-
we're talking about
And,
Nolan now.
and then when we talk about the Batman trilogy, the story
Yeah.
behind it, it's so good. And then we have the one this my favorite among the stories was this Inception. Oh, it's crazy.
Inception is
Inception, when
crazy.
they first do the movie where the spinning lift elevator scene thingy, right? And that's where I say that compared to Dunkirk, it's like the worst of all of his movies for me, right? So yeah, I cannot wait for Tenet anyway. So yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm
Tenet
gonna
is
watch.
by him also, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all him.
So yeah,
Tenet is all him.
if you were at the edge of your seat, I mean, let's say 30 or 40% of Dunkirk,
Yeah, probably 30-40%.
Then-
Yes,
1917, you'll be like almost
the whole way.
100%. Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole.
I
the
think
whole
the
movie.
other scene that I was at the edge of my seat was when the ship is about to sink in Dunkirk. Yeah, that was pretty good scene as well. Yeah. Cool. Anything else that you watch?
Oh, I haven't finished actually.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and then there's this. I want to share a quote from Ryan Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He also paid. He also appreciated 1917 as because of the one take shot thing. Let me type. Let me type. Where can I
Yeah.
type? I just copy here in the private chat.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wait.
You can put it on straight onto comment, and it's easy
Because
for me to put
he
it
has
up.
a spoiler actually for you, I think.
Wait,
Because
don't put a spoiler in,
Yeah,
nah.
It's not really a spoiler, but to Baju, I don't know. I won't know. You know.
No, not just for me, man.
Ah.
It's for whoever it is that's gonna
No,
watch
because
later.
Ryan Johnson tweeted it.
Baju
Obviously,
even
it's not
the
a spoiler
trailer is a
for
spoiler.
almost everyone. Because Ryan Johnson said it publicly.
Baju nama movie pun spoiler susah tu.
Yeah,
Movie
betul.
pun spoiler.
Okay, let me copy what he said.
Why'd you
come
tell
on.
me the name of the movie? Now I can watch it. You wouldn't
Yeah,
even know
that
the name of the
actor.
movie. You wouldn't even
Baru tahu
know.
nama actor pun dah spoil lah.
Yeah, that's why.
Why did you tell me how long the movie is? Are you
Ryan Johnson
crazy?
mentions an actor's name, so that's why lah. Di spoiler ni untuk Baju. Bodoh lah, mampus. Okay lah. I just put this. This is what he said in the beginning, and then he continued with this. Alah, but then after that, shit lah Baju.
Weh, tak payahlah lu. Kau apa lama sial. Tak payah.
No, Baju. Tak apa, never mind.
Apa? What?
Because if you read this, it's really, really interesting.
Can you give me a link where he says all this, then I can put on the page?
Okay, I'll give you the link. It's a thread, actually. He tweeted it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay dah.
Put it on. I'll put the Twitter on here. Then it's easy. Okay, good.
How can I delete the private chat?
Okay, so yeah, last night at the PGA Award, Mendes told me 1970 was actually shot in one continuous take. If an actor flub a line, they'd go all the way back and start again from the beginning. They paid Cumberbatch to show up every day and wait in the room at the end. He was there for 6 months. They paid him $23 million.
And then they had
The
a production.
walkie stashed in the bunker. He'd wait in character a few times a day. The turkey would squawk going again.
And that was ongoing for 6 months. Imagine.
You know how long Benedict's scene was, Baju? You
I know, don't spoil.
Bodoh gila.
Don't spoil.
Bodoh gila dia punya screen time
Don't
dia.
spoil on
And
that
they
part.
paid him
That's too
$23
much
million.
for me.
I can tell you it's
That's too much
I can tell you it's definitely not as long as this podcast.
Wait, the podcast is
And they
not going to
paid
be...
$23 million. Bodoh sial. How much does StreamYard pay, sir?
Because that's
Abi.
why and again that's why when I was talking to this Corey, he's the director of the God of War. Because it was also one take, right? It was also like the one continuous take. He had to convince the Sony because it is something that's never been done before, and there's a lot of cost, behind it and whatnot. So yeah, I can totally understand when Ryan Johnson said this, right? And I guess this is him trying to tell people that yeah, you need to give directors, that kind of so-called reign or power so that they can make very good creative so-called take on it and make a good movie rather than all the producers coming in and
Meddling it, yeah.
meddling and whatnot. So I guess that's what he's trying to say, as well as yeah, cool. So this is not the spoiler lah. You guys are
Okay.
way.
We can't know for sure with Baju, so that's why.
Okay. Yeah, I really want to go and watch 1917. Really, I really wanna go
You
and
have
watch
to go and
1917.
watch it, Baju. Seriously,
I just need to find the time. Yeah.
it's a
So yeah.
masterpiece.
So anything else that you want to add for 1917?
Not really. I mean, I
Alright,
went
cool.
in with an expectation of an Oscar-worthy film, and
Yeah, I mean it's being one of those movies.
yeah,
that's
it won
gonna
the
be
it won the
prestige.
Golden Globes and the Directors Guild Award or something.
Well, like I said, I trust Sam Mendes with my life. So yeah.
It's really good.
Mm.
Like I was in
I
awe after the movie, really, because I was
Yeah.
paying 100% attention to the cinematography of the movie
Cool.
and the
Cool.
soundtrack.
Yeah, we'll see. But give me a few more days before I can find the time to watch it. Yeah.
Bagus.
So we have Hafiz done, Fobe done, Stalker done, and myself done. We're gonna go
Done.
straight into The Witcher. We are at the 1 hour mark, slightly over what I really want to have. So yeah, The Witcher. So everybody have actually finished watching it, right? Everybody's finished watching it. Who have played the game? I know Sobe have played the game. Have you played the game, Stalker?
Yeah, I played the game.
Yeah,
You have played the game, the whole thing. Yeah?
I haven't
Very
watched
cool.
the show yet, so
The whole
Hafi,
thing.
have you played the game, Hafi?
yeah.
You haven't
Okay,
watched the
cool.
show,
So-
Fi? Bodoh lah.
So, but Hafi hasn't watched the shows yet. So, but never mind. So let's start off with the casting. I've talked to a few guys. I just want to put this thing out there first. Are you okay with Yennefer's being casting?
No.
Jennifer,
I've got
no.
so many. Yeah, this one thing. I got so many people just did not agree with Yennefer's casting. For me, she's fine.
Yeah, I don't see the problem.
I don't see a problem. So, okay, tell me, Stalker, what's
To
your
me,
problem?
it's not a problem, but then because
Okay,
I
who
got
can play? Who
used
can
to the
play Yennefer
game,
better?
so she didn't exactly look like
What-
her,
what?
or
Apa dia?
I got
What is
used to Yennefer in the game,
Oh,
the looks and the voice.
Yeah.
Voice not really. I think the
No,
voice.
not the voice. I mean the
It might be
looks and
same.
the.
then
I know,
the look.
But
then
so tell
I
me,
think you.
what's your problem?
She
What
looks
is it? Is it?
pretty small in the show.
Okay.
You mean her
Yeah,
boobs
like-
or what?
Not like the person itself. The person herself was small. She was like a little girl, baby girl. Man.
Huh.
So yeah, tu je lah. But then the voice
Well,
is okay to me. Her voice is okay.
what I get from my friends is she's not as beautiful as what
I
Yennefer
don't
is
have a problem
supposed
with
to
that.
be.
It's a
Number
fucking game, guys.
Yeah,
You
it's
guys.
a game.
How are you comparing human beings to like game characters?
Yeah, because
You
you,
don't-
can
you don't
model.
expect- You
the
don't
face,
expect
right?
like a fucking Mario movie to a guy to look like he's 2 inches tall and like with a fucking mustache, right? I mean, if you feel like Yennefer doesn't look like the game character, then you hate Geralt, you know what I mean? Because Geralt does not look like the Witcher that I.
Yeah. Geralt is supposedly slightly, for me, probably a little bit older than what he's supposed to
That's
look
why
at.
people wanted the Hannibal actor.
Really? I didn't know that. Okay.
Siapa Hannibal
So-
actor punya nama tu? Forgot the name. Who's the guy? Never mind. The Norwegian actor tu.
What about
Huh?
Siri though? What do you think about Siri?
Series okay.
Okay je? Sini.
Series fine.
I mean, it's
for
not
me,
based on the
series-
game, what? It's based on the book. So
Yeah, because series role is just a kid. Probably in the second or third season, if they really
people wanted
towards-
Matt Mikkelsen.
Matt Mikkelsen, right?
Ah.
Yeah, I've read that before. Matt Mikkelsen, yeah, but yeah, because slightly older, yes, correct. Because I still feel that Witcher should have been slightly older, but I guess they needed a star power that is much, that can sell better than Matt Mickelson probably. So that's why they put him in. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah. So because the rest of the actors not too star-studded, right? So they need to have one
Yeah,
or
but
two
then
that's like
what's your take on who's the other girl? Jennifer and
Siri.
no, sorry.
No.
The other witch.
You mean Triss Marigold?
Tris. What's your take
Yeah,
on
Triss Marigold is okay. Wait, are we just talking about the characters and how they compare to the
Yeah,
game?
Fi hasn't watched it
No,
yet.
no,
What the fuck?
because I just gonna put it out there because that's like the most controversial part that I have when I read about The Witcher, right?
The
When I
casting.
when I read about The Witcher, when I talk about The Witcher with my friends, the only thing that they don't like is Jennifer.
Wow.
Everything else
That's
is like so
really
perfect.
I mean, that's really shitty controversy. I feel like that is Baju. That is nothing. That is a moat to mountain. You know what I mean? What you say is now.
Yeah,
It's like
I agree,
fucking moat to
right? And
mountain.
I'm with you.
It does not matter at all how they look like. I mean, this one is based off the book, and second, it's a video game. So relax, guys. You're comparing
I'm with you.
video game characters that can change with
Tahu
just a
tak apa,
software
like you
update.
can make
You know what I
a
mean?
video
Like,
game character like
Well,
very, 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 very
when I
perfect.
gave when I
How
gave
can a
that
human being that perfect?
when I gave
That's
that
why
point,
I'm okay with the
they said that
characters.
we have CG, we have makeup, they can do it.
Nah, it's a TV show.
why
can't
would
really-
you want to?
You can't really
I
spend on
wouldn't
a
want.
CGI for
I
a character's face.
I
for
wouldn't
sure.
want like Jennifer to look like Jennifer I wouldn't want
In the
Siri to look like Siri in the game
Tahu tak
because
apa?
it's two different worlds. I mean, it's the same world, but it's a completely different world from the book and the game. It's like
Yeah.
two different
I'm
things.
totally with you guys, man. I'm totally with you guys, and like I said, I don't see it as a problem, but
Yeah,
in all of the controversies or so-called people being critical about the series is Jennifer, nothing else.
Wait,
yeah.
wait.
I wish season 2 they make the whole cast black. So I want to see. What they were saying about it.
wait,
It's called
wait.
Lil Geralt.
Previously, we were
Lil
talking about
Geralt.
the critics bashing the movie, right? At the show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And after watching the whole season, I'm like,
Mhm.
what?
I mean,
Why-
the story
why did
is it's. I mean, The Witcher has always been meh for me.
Yeah,
It wasn't. It's good, but I mean, I feel like the whole time thing, that whole confusion at the end, like from the first part, I think that
Mm.
that really.
Were you confused? Were you confused?
Of course, I confused. I'm like,
I'm
wait,
confused.
what?
I'm a boomer, stalker. I'm a boomer. You faham tak?
Yeah, I'm like, what? I've only got it. I think probably four episode in, or probably 10 episode in, when The Witcher went to this party organized by the king and the queen of. I can't remember what was the name of the king and the queen, and that's when they get to introduce like the mom and dad of series that's not yet married, right? So shit! So this is like back then, and remember I went into the group and said that, hey, the timeline was it like this and like that, and then somebody told me whatever the timeline is. Okay, now I got it, right? Because I never read the book, right? So yeah. So yeah, okay. Now, who's gonna start off? We know what they think of. Now that we get that thing out of the way, who wanna start? What they wanna talk about?
I'm just gonna listen. So
Yeah.
What I think about what the movie, the show
Yeah, the
itself.
whole thing. I mean, whatever that you guys want to say, whatever that you want to say, because we're just gonna get the controversy out of the way first. Then we can say whatever that we want to say after that.
It's a good show to me. It's not great. It's a good show as a start because it's not based on the game as well.
Mhm.
Plus, the game I only played Witcher 3. I didn't play 1 and 2. I only watched the walkthrough on YouTube
Mhm.
because I didn't own on PS3. And so
It was not
I
on
thought-
PS3. It
PS2.
was only on Witcher 2 was on Xbox.
Xbox. Okay, so and nonetheless I never played. So yeah, I thought it was based on the game when it was first announced, but then after they said it wasn't going to based on the game and it was going to based on the book, I thought there would be at least a bit of similarities,
Mhm.
but there wasn't. But still, it was a good show to me. Like I could still understand what they wanted to deliver.
Mm,
It's still about
okay.
Geralt and Ciri.
Mm.
It's just the story is different than the game.
All right, cool. Now, it's interesting when you say that it is good. Now, when it first started, people say that this is gonna be, Game of Thrones for Netflix.
Really?
I remember that. Yeah, that
Apa
was
Yeah.
crazy. That was a
You know,
crazy claim.
before the shows
It's a
even
meh
out,
compared to
yeah,
Game of
before
Thrones when
before
they
the
first
shows
began.
even out, people actually said that this will turn out to be as good as Game of Thrones. It's like the Game of Thrones for Netflix kind of thing, right? Because
Thrones is
in
trash.
Netflix there really aren't any so-called medieval or fantasy setting that's really successful, right?
Mhm.
I mean,
Which is
Vikings was kind of good. I feel like if you
Vikings,
guys watch
Viking,
Vikings,
Viking best.
Viking is quite good.
Viking after
Wait, but Viking
oh
is not
shit.
really a Netflix series, right? Viking
oh
No,
yeah,
it's,
it's
it's
definitely
on his
not.
it's on
Yeah,
history.
it's
It's on History
it's
it's
on
Channel.
a network that is also then taken
But
up
after
by.
this
Mm.
particular episode in I think season 3,
relax.
I didn't really pay attention to the show anymore because
I know Viking is big because whenever I go on torrent site, when I saw it as the most seeded or the most so-called leech, Viking is like at the top, right? So I know
Viking
it's
is good actually.
yeah.
I just don't know why people don't watch it.
Yeah. So yeah. But again, but if you were to compare Game of Thrones to HBO's versus Netflix to this Witcher, for me it's a good comparison in the sense that uh, uh, for me
Silang
right now the biggest fantasy medieval setting in Netflix is that.
Hmm?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Production value wise, maybe not as big as Game of Thrones. I don't think so. They spend
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
much money on Netflix than they spend on Game of Thrones. If you look at the star in Game of Thrones, it's like much more star studded than the one on Netflix, right? So, and when I look at some of the production values, I still see that this is like in a cheapo studio kind of thing, right? Yeah, not as big as Game of Thrones. So yeah, probably hopefully season 2 they spend more money. Right? Hopefully season 2 they spend more money.
I don't know why Netflix doesn't want to spend as much money on a show like a show that could be a hit as much as Disney spent on Mandalorian.
What?
Bro,
Netflix never spent that much money to its own show.
Because Netflix is churning out shows like it's nothing, soccer compared to
yeah, if you look, okay, if we
bro.
really exactly, if we really look the amount of money that Netflix is spending, because
Yeah,
Netflix is making like so many shows
yeah,
versus whatever that Disney is making. You
yeah.
tell me
True.
what are the shows that Disney is making right now when Netflix is churning out shows every other week?
Yeah, every other month there's a new show, new
Every
pilot.
other week, bro. It's not even
Yeah,
every in February itself. You see second season of the Sex Education, and then you
Oh
see
yeah, it's already out. I haven't started
yeah,
it.
and then the one before that, and then this and that, and then they have the Netflix comedy special, and then the Netflix movies.
yeah. Then there was like
I really,
Messiah, some shit.
yeah,
Messiah is really bad. Don't watch it. See,
Oh, you've watched it.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But Netflix is spending money left, right, and center, and I guess that's why they cannot spend more on one shows rather than spending it on many shows. So I would rather we have a variety of shows rather than one big show, right? So
Mm,
so yeah. So what about you, Amma? What do you think of
yeah, about Witcher.
um okay, this is a backstory because Witcher is a very I mean, I love the Witcher world. I feel like
But you read the book? Have you read the book?
no, I haven't read the book yet, but
Huh?
I technically played all the games, but 1, 2, I actually watched all the gameplay, part 1 until
Sama.
part like 120 for Witcher 1 and Witcher 2, because after Witcher 3, like I said, that is my game of the decade. And Witcher 3, after I finished all the DLC, I was like, fuck, is it really over for me? Like, is this have have I done everything? I've gotten all the armors and shit. So I was looking for more story, and I wanted to know what else, all the backstory. So I went back and saw like because of course I'm not gonna buy a new console just to play Witcher 1, Witcher 2. So went back and saw some walkthroughs of Witcher 1, which is, oh my god, the fucking graphics is, it's crazy. So like, yeah, but I mean, like, I got to see the origin of Dandelion, origin of Triss Marigold, and all that. So it was pretty interesting, and but that was like back in 2016. I watched that in 2016. So coming to Witcher now, like watching the TV show, I was like, okay, try it. The first episode got me hooked already because of that monster. That monster fight
Which one?
at first,
Which one?
the first episode.
The spider looking
Spider.
monster in the
Yeah,
river.
yeah, yeah. The thing that's in the river. I was like, okay, so it's this kind of show because I thought it was gonna be like drama-ish. When they were saying like Game of Thrones, it was gonna be like drama-ish, and then like very dark. There's like a blue filter. Like all these Netflix TV shows like Riverdale, something else. So I'm glad that it was bright. He had like contracts. He was talking about bounties. There's basically Dandelion, but not Dandelion. They changed the name. I don't know why. Jaskier. So like all these different characters playing with each other, playing with Geralt, and like in this world with, they show you a lot of monsters like lethal monsters. Then there's like monsters yang memang jahat, like big monsters. So yeah, I feel like it's great. It has the spirit of Witcher, but yeah, the story wise, the whole time thing really really stopped me at my tracks. I was like, okay, this is different, and I feel like uh, I don't know why they did that. I don't think it was necessary. I mean, it was to show that it was like a twist, but they did it in a different way where Garrett was there the whole time when Siri got taken. Hafiz tak tahu kau nak dengar spoiler ke tak. Tapi sorry, aku dah
Aku
tercakap.
tak kisah. Aku tak kisah.
The fact that Hafi joined the podcast today, that means he don't mind. Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah,
mind.
so yeah, like but yeah, the twist was weird. The whole pacing was a bit weird. I would love for season 2 they would have more contracts and more monsters for Geralt to fight. Introduce like maybe their original monsters that they want to do, whatever. Because CD Projekt Red recently. This is news, by the way. I'm sorry. CD Projekt Red actually did with the original author. They made up basically, and now there is a
because
chance. They were on legal dispute.
they were on legal battle because the writer wanted more money. Guys.
Yeah.
They basically paid him pittance for the stories to be for the game to be made from. But again, because it was like a small game back in the days, right? So now that the game has actually blew up so big.
Yeah, it's definitely not CD Projekt Red's fault. Because the writer saw that, oh man, it's getting big.
Become so big.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah. So now they made up and they have a good relationship now, and there might be a Witcher 4.
Yeah, they can make a Witcher 4 game now. Yeah.
More people will play, definitely.
Okay, so yeah, but I mean, I am more excited about Witcher 4 than anything, even the birth of my child. If I am. No. Okay, but yeah.
Boomer dah kau.
I mean, yeah. So sorry, going too far, but yeah, Witcher was 7 out of 10 for me. Season 1.
Same.
I mean, it had the spirit, it had the heart, but lack of story, I guess. And they were trying
lack of stories meaning you wanted to have more episodes.
Yeah, no, not relax, but not more than 8 episodes. The episodes is just nice. I think 8 episodes is great, but I feel like
when you say more stories, meaning what?
I feel like 1 and 2, they did like I feel like I wish every episode had new monsters and new like like contracts and bounties for Geralt because they
You need
showed
more
us.
episodes.
No, I
You
mean
need more episodes.
they showed too much of Yennefer and
Backstory. Yeah.
Geralt's story, which is I mean it's fine, but it's like it's always going back to them, and I feel like they could have put other than that they could have put like Geralt doing something else. I would like him to be separated from that world for a bit, for him to do his Witcher duties. I like that. So I feel like season 2 will be that lah.
Yeah, and seriously, I feel that on that point, I feel that we want to see more side quests, right? So you want to see more side quests because side quests
Yes.
is where the monsters are, right? Side quests is where the monsters are, right? So, and to have more side quests, that means we need to have more episodes. I'm not sure have you guys ever watched. I'm sure you guys have watched this. The Firefly series. What was
Yeah.
the
Nathan Fillion,
yeah, the Nathan Fillion shows, right?
Katie
And
Sackhoff, yeah.
Is it
you
on
do know
hold
that
now, or is
it
it
was
just
Sorry?
cancelled?
It's
Is it on
cancelled.
hold? It's cancelled. Damn it.
Yeah. They made one movie after that, and then no more series, right?
Yeah.
So that's a good cowboy bebop vibe they give to me,
Yeah.
and you can see that there's a big arc of the story, right? And then there's a lot of side quests in the middle, right? There's a lot of side quests in the middle, and then every like 3 or 4 episode of side quests, they would have the arc coming in. Every 3 or 4 side quests, they would have an arc coming in, and I wish Witchers like that, right? We have more side quests, and then but then again, they need to have more episodes, right? They cannot run away.
At least 2 more
from-
episodes.
Yeah, for me, maybe 12 or 13 is just nice
13's too
because
much.
there's a lot of side quests that we
If they
want.
make 13, then
That's a
if they
bit too
make
much.
13, then there will be so much side quests. People will get bored of it.
I don't know. I feel that
But when I
just
watched
another 3 or
Mandalorian,
4 more episodes, which makes it like
Mandalorian had a lot
12,
of side
13,
quests.
is good. Would be good for me. And then you would have more Yeskir. Yeskir is actually a
Oh,
Polish
Yeskir,
name
yes.
for dandelion.
Yeah, Dandelion. Yeah.
Oh really? Okay, now I know. Now that makes me
Serious, aku tak
good.
tahu babi. He's Dandelion
tahu.
in the game though.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Yeskir
I
is
know,
actually
I know.
Polish for dandelion. Yeah.
That's what I
So-
think. Why did they just put dandelion? Are people that homophobic?
I think
No,
they
because
they
maybe
explain.
in
Let
the
me share
they want to make it
what
Polish.
the
Because
director
the
said.
writer is in the book. The original book is in Polish.
I guess yeah, that's true. But
Yeah,
yeah,
let me share the link.
I
What's
love
name?
dandelion.
Yes,
I love dandelion in the game. But I hate that he's always with Geralt. I mean, like the chemistry is good, but I hate that he's always with him. I mean, like he should have just went. Geralt should go into a cave. But all the fucking fight scenes of Geralt with humans and monsters are super good. It's super good, super good. Yeah.
Okay, now Bellon says that 13 is not a round number. I'm gonna take 2 minutes to explain to Bellon why it is a round number. Let me tell
Okay,
you.
I'm gonna go to the toilet then when you explain
Okay,
this.
go to the toilet. Okay, now Bellon, listen. This is what I mean by 13 is a nice round number. Normally, in a TV episode, one season is
pilot. Okay.
one season is a season. A season consists of 3 months, right? 3 months is actually 13 episodes because why? In a week we have 52 episodes. Half a year, 26. Another half a year, which is 1/4 of a year, is 13. So 13 used to be the number, the nice round number for a season of TV shows. Thank you very much. See, it's a good reason of a season. Yeah. So, it's actually 13 is a nice round number, right? Okay. So, yeah, the other part of that I feel that Witcher would really love to have more, and I agree with Balloon there when Balloon says that intro season okay lah because we get a nice backstory for Witcher, a nice backstory for Yennefer.
I think
And-
more for everyone. For Ciri, for Witcher for
Yeah, and
Yennefer.
for
The
Yennefer.
three main
Now,
characters in the from the book.
exactly. And the only one that we're missing is the backstory for Dandelion or Yeskiel, lah, yeah, which is
Mm.
probably gonna come in the second season.
Hopefully.
And there have been talks that we're gonna have who's the mentor of Witcher? What's the name of the guy who's the mentor of Witcher? I can't remember the name.
Oh shit, I forgot.
So Mark Hamill, people
Yeah,
are
Mark
saying that
Hamill.
Mark Hamill should be playing him, and then the producers have actually replied to say that we have
Vesemir.
that,
Vesemir.
yes, correct, exactly. So the Witcher have actually explained that has put out a statement to say that they haven't started the casting, but they will put that on the list. But I think probably they don't have enough money to pay Mark Hamill. Yeah. It's gonna cost a bomb, probably.
I wish Will Smith would be the mentor.
What?
Son.
Just,
Yeah.
just to piss everyone off, a black tall guy.
It's a black person. Oh my god! Rather than you put Will Smith, you might as well put what do you call this? Miss Windu. Who bloody hell played Miss
Oh,
Windu?
that should be funny as fuck. Or Bill
Ryan
Cosby.
Jackson.
Or like macam Eddie Murphy or some shit, right?
Eddie Murphy. Yeah, Eddie Murphy would be a good one. Right. So yeah. So yes, and for me right now, this is like the Game of Thrones for Netflix because it's like the number one fantasy settings. Not as high production as, but it's like the only fantasy setting that is like in the top 10. Right.
Yeah.
If you look at the top 10 of the one that Netflix shared, is also like the only show that is with a fantasy setting. Right. So yeah, so I kind of like love it. Good. So this one, Baby Java mana senyap je. Well, Baby Java actually only watched one episode, guys. Belon. And then he wanted to join us.
Belum asal belum tak join soalannya.
Yeah. Okay, lah. Balloon, come and join us, Balloon. Come on. We are at towards the last bit of it where we'll be discussing some
Tak,
news.
dia
So come and
kutuk
join us.
aku join lah. Rindu tu.
Alright,
Aku
so
nak tengok sampai
Kau
bangun
jap,
ni.
baby jabang kau ke pantat? Fi.
Baby Jabba macam cute ke babi?
Ya Allah, kau kau memang macam baby cipai lah. Siapa macam baby jabang? Like you like
That's
like macam your
millennial ni. Baby
your
Java
like
siapa
best
lagi?
friend. Damn, I didn't know you were
Java tak tengok pun, dia baru tengok
Kau tak tahu ke belum duk kutuk aku dekat dalam grup macam tu lah.
Aku nampak nama kau, aku dah tak layan dah. Aku macam fuck. Serious lah, damn. Okay, that's funny, Balloon. Yeah, he does like baby Jabba.
Kau tengok
macam
aku dah kena. Kau join tu belum. Serius tu.
Tapi kan, kau boleh like you can be sebab kau besar sikit kan, you can be Jabba's like dick or some shit, macam dia punya dick under his belly. Ada macam he must have a dick. Oh, tak. Lepas tu pakai dia glasses. Pakai dia glasses.
Dah, cukup
Tak, sebab dia berpeluh kan bawah tu.
Tak.
Lepas tu kau pun berpeluh.
Cukup
Macam sama, tak?
Cukup.
Pantang bagi Chan si
Kalau tidak, I would have said that before. Asal kau asal tak tukar kau punya
Belum, kau putih tu belum. Baik kau masuk sini belum.
Okay. So, anything else that we want to add for Witcher? For me, if you give it 7, I will give it 8. I don't think so. It's a 7. It deserves slightly more than 8. Yeah. Right. So, what about you, Stalker? What do you want to give?
Out of 10. Kau kena keluarkan kalkulator ke?
7 tu gila, aku cakap tadi ya.
Itu yang Star Wars punya list tu. 1, 4.
Macam Star punya list tu memang bodoh lah. Serius.
You know what? You know what Chris told me? Rebel told me? It was like, he was already sleepy masa tu kan. Like, it was like 12:30, almost 1. Lepas tu dia cakap, like, he said he was so sleepy and he was still waiting for me to give my verdict on the whole Star Wars movie. Lepas tu dia macam, tak habis. 1, 2, tak. 1,
Kau kena tengok. Kau boleh. Kau cakap Force Awakens 6 kali kot. Last Jedi for last place, second place, third place, semua benda.
tak. Betul sial. So yeah, I give 7.
7 juga. Okay, good.
7.
Okay,
Hafiz?
so, Bellon, what are you
Kita
gonna give?
tengok lagi sial.
Okay, Bellon, tell us what you're gonna give. What's the score? And then I'll put it up on the screen. So yeah, so we're gonna end the Witcher now, and then we're gonna go straight to the news, right? Because we are 1.5 hour already. I'm supposed to finish at 1.5 hour, but let's go quickly.
Yes.
Go.
I gotta go already actually. So
Yeah, so let's quickly go through the news. So the first news that I want to share is like the biggest news ever, right? So yeah, Uncharted movie
Must
has
be
been
Final
made again.
Alright.
Movie has been
I
played.
thought
They should just cancel it.
You know, at this point, just don't make it, right?
just don't do it lah. I mean, and by the way, Nathan looks like Paul right there. I don't know.
Sial.
So, and the reason why they have actually done this before is they want to give it. They're gonna give way to something else first, right? So yeah, it's kind of like stupid. So at this point, we all agree that just stop making it. Any, you know.
Yeah, it was attached to Tom Holland, right? Supposed
Yep,
to say.
Tom Holland and who's the mentor of the ni? Of
Mentor is the Mark Wahlberg.
yeah, Mark Wahlberg is the mentor. The old guy in the
Is the
game.
mentor.
Tak
Right,
kena
so-
song. Kalau
Tahu tak apa?
because we can say that because Uncharted is a game, it's not a book or whatever, so we can say that memang Mark Wahlberg tak kena. They should have put Michael Jackson as the mentor.
It is good.
Okay, guys, it's a slow
Sial.
news. So right. So the next one is also a pretty big thing. Blue Point Games have a PS5 project that aims to define the visual benchmark for next gen. Now, we all know who is. Blue Point Games is the one that make the Shadow of Colossus.
Shadow of Colossus.
They are the one who make the Shadow of Colossus remake, and they are the one who also make the Uncharted Drake remake. So they have been working only on remasters before. So this is the first game where they actually made it from the beginning. Right? Apparently, it's a like totally new game.
Like their own IP lah.
Yeah, it's their own IP. So Sony have actually given them,
Nice.
the green light for that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I really am looking forward for it. Right? So.
Because they did a really good job in remastering the
Yeah,
two games though.
true. Yeah, a little bit of Iklan. So Red Blue said he gave it a 7 because the intro season a bit slow for him. Yeah, cool.
Nice.
So all around 7 except for me. Right. So cool.
Baju
So
bang.
yeah, so next gen, I think so I really am looking forward to Blue Point.
Yeah, jap. Quick one. This is new as well. Have you guys seen the leak? I don't know of the Godfall punya footage before Godfall.
I have not.
Ada dah? Damn.
I have
Yeah,
not seen the
Godfall
leak.
is like
I know
the PS exclusive.
It's only 6 seconds, right? It's only 6 seconds, right?
No. It's like 1 minute, 2 minutes. The trailer. It's like gameplay. Like it's like basically it looks like Bloodborne or Dark Souls. Like that. It's a hack and slash, but it's pretty beautiful. Godfall gameplay trailer leak. Yeah, it's a PS5
Is it
game
on YouTube?
trailer. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay, I'll check it out later. That's really
Afi?
Oh yeah, so the full
Tengok
version
je.
is out.
Kalau korang suka yang ni apa? Macam Bloodborne tu semua kan main ni tu, Remnant. Rating bagus gila.
Remnant. I really want to play Bloodborne.
Sekiro? Have you played Sekiro? Is it? It's the same, right?
Bloodborne, shit! I played Bloodborne when it first came out, so yeah, it's so good.
It's
So
really good. Yeah, Bloodborne is really good.
So yeah, Balloon said Salif from be played by J.K. Simmons. Oh man, don't.
No.
I'm imagining.
Not over.
I'm imagining him like a mentor for the game yang pasal main drum tu. What's the name of the main game yang main drum? Main drummer game.
Whiplash is so good. Whiplash is so good.
Yeah. Okay. So the next news is a bummer. Where And I think we just quickly, I just want to get you guys, what do you guys think of what has been there is every major game delayed so far in 2020. We have so many games being delayed. The biggest one
Yeah.
is of course Cyberpunk
Alah, I
20.
think Cyberpunk is delayed because of this. Alah, what's the game?
The,
Final Fantasy berapa?
the,
The
I was
one
talking
that's
with
gonna
you.
come out on April.
I don't
Final
think
Fantasy.
Final Fantasy is
No,
like
it's
a.
not.
Eh,
Because
the
I
new
don't
Final
think
the remake Final Fantasy tu.
Yeah, I know it's a
we're gonna
remake.
go,
But it's not like a
we're
new
gonna
thing.
go, we're
But
gonna
it's
go into it. So
it's
the
coming
first,
out on the same week as Cyberpunk, bro. Must tu. It was
I
supposed
know,
to
but
come out lah.
I know.
okay, so the
I know.
first
Lepas tu ada ni lagi Resident Evil
Final Fantasy
3.
remake. Okay.
Jap, bagi baju break it down. Let's talk about
Okay,
Oh,
let's,
okay.
I'm
Aku
breaking it
pengang bodoh.
down for you. I'm breaking it down for you.
Bodoh, yes.
The first delay was by Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy was the first to announce the delay. So the delay Final Fantasy was from March to April 10th, which is about 4.5 weeks delay, right? So
I mean,
the
it's
March.
not that bad.
So in the first, so the reason why they say that they want to give it a little bit more polish, which is fine. Normally polish takes around this time when they want to add more, little bit more polish. Now, when they move to April 10, right? So this comes quite close to what Cyberpunk original date was. Cyberpunk original date was I remember it was like about 12 days separate between the new Final Fantasy date and Cyberpunk's date. Then about 2 weeks later, Cyberpunk announced that they're gonna move it to September. Now the rumor says that the reason why they delayed it is because Cyberpunk on the normal console, the not non-pro version, meaning not the Xbox One X or not the PS4 Pro, but on the original PS4 and the original Xbox, was not as good as what they want it to be. Meaning the frame
Yeah.
rate, whatever,
Understood.
the optimization basically, the optimization. So,
Yeah.
and when I look at the months, it's like so crazy from April to September.
That's like the
September is
whole
gonna be fucking
almost the
crazy.
whole year.
Yeah. And if we look back at when PS5 and Xbox One's gonna launch, they are targeting somewhere in late October or November.
November.
Yeah.
Right. So if it's gonna be late October or November, we are talking about 1.5 months or 2 months before
I'm
the.
definitely gonna wait for PS5 version.
Yeah. For me, I'm not gonna
Might as
buy.
well. Yeah, might as
I'm
well.
just gonna buy together with the PS5.
Might as well.
Right. And together with it, they have also said that they're not gonna launch a PS5 specific.
I mean, you can still apa dia panggil?
You basically playing the game on a PS5, but not the enhanced version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good
Playback,
example.
playback version. What do you call that?
Huh?
Playback.
Oh Allah, balloon.
Playback
Sumpah
compatibility. The playback compatibility on PS5, you can still play if you
So
buy.
you can it's not breathtaking yet, it's about to delay. So so you can play through back compatibility. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do it. Play, right? I'm just gonna play it together with PS5. But if you guys do it slightly longer, because my original plan was I'm gonna play it together with the enhanced version. You know, if you guys remember GTA 5, GTA 5 came out on PS3 first,
Yeah, and then PS4.
and when it came out on PS4, it's like super duper enhanced version.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I did not play it on PS3. I play on PS4, right? So I was hoping that when it came out in April, I don't want to buy it yet. But when PS5 came out, I'm sure it's going to come out with a new version of Cyberpunk, and I'm going to play that version. But since it's not going to come out then, it's going to come out probably next year. It's too late. I'm just going to buy a PS4 version, play it on PS5 probably. Yeah. So it's kind of like I really feel that this is so bad, right? So yeah. And the other part is Final Fantasy Remake. Final Fantasy Remake only about 4 weeks, so it's still fine, I guess. Right. And then Marvel Avengers also delayed.
Delayed.
Yeah,
September.
from May all the way to September as well. So that means it's just a week before Cyberpunk.
Relax sikit betul. Papa banyak sial Destiny lagi nak keluar.
So yeah, correct. And Destiny new thing probably gonna come out in September.
Usually,
Right.
yeah.
So September looks to be a stupidly busy month.
Relax sikit.
It looks like stupidly busy month again. Right. So Iron Man VR also got delayed from February to May.
Tak
Right.
payahlah VR tu.
Only balloon nak baju place VR.
It's actually
Afi.
Oh yeah,
it's getting quite a great
Main-
reviews when
Main
people at E3.
main tak pakai seluar. Okay.
Right. So yeah, those are some of the big delays that's coming out of so-called and the last bit of news is it's more or less like a poll that I just want to ask you guys and also ask whoever, how much does PS5 backwards compatibility matters to you? I'm not just talking about PS4 backward compatibility, but also PS1 to 3, because there have been rumors to say that apparently the PS4, PS1, PS2, PS3 may not be in PS5.
Ah, fuck. Seriously.
Correct.
But
So,
Damn it.
yeah, so
But it's-
at first they said that there is, but now there are things that say that it may not be on PS4. Only PS4 is confirmed, not 1, 2, 3.
But the Xbox punya version, they included the Xbox One, right? The first version of
Xbox One, yes. Xbox One and 360 as well as
They should do that though.
yeah, Xbox has the Game Pass thing, which is fucking awesome. So,
For me, I only want PS1
yeah.
and right.
So you
But
can play what Pepsi Man.
yeah, there's like so many PS1 games that I want to play. Right.
Yeah.
PS1. I'm playing it on the Raspberry Pi right now. Right. I'm playing it on Raspberry Pi right now. So it's so many games that I want to play on PS1. That all the RPGs on PS1, right? The stuff like Vagrant Stories and whatnot, right? So those are like crazy good games. So I don't know, if you guys can choose PS1, 2, or 3, which one would you choose?
PS4.
PS4.
PS4 we know we're gonna get. We're gonna get PS4. That's one, no doubt about it.
PS2.
No, I know. I mean, like that was a not serious answer, but like I mean, for me, it's not that important for me because like when that PS1, PS2 era, I played a lot of like games that are better now with PS4. If you guys know what I mean, like it's better now using PS1, PS5, like Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption. It's basically better games of that. I've never had like I played Crash Bandicoot and Mortal Kombat and all that, but I don't feel like I need to go back and play it on my PS5. I mean, it's good to have that option, but it's not that crazy important to me. I feel like PS4, PS3 really is the one where I really want to see it come back.
What do you think about this?
Oh, okay. What about you guys? What about Hafi, Stoker?
I'm okay with anything.
PS5 backwards, not really for me. I don't really mind.
Aku suka
Yeah,
peluh.
same.
Oh, sorry.
Peluh. Betul.
Diamlah Sobe. Lagi aku sembang usah jambang kau pula.
Have you guys played Star Wars Knights of Republic?
Tunjuk
Aku
muka
hari ni
dulu
tengah
lah.
elok-elok pula. Aduh.
Well, so yes, so for me, I choose PS1, right? So okay, the next piece of news, Sobe have so Stalker have actually shared. The next piece of news is something to do with his, favorite topic, which is Star Wars.
Yes, man.
What Star Wars? What?
So yeah, so this is a rumors that has been going on. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake rumored to be in development at EA.
Please happen.
Why would they want to remake an already awesome game?
Exactly. I would rather
rather
they have like a proper so-called Star Wars game, whether it's an RPG or not.
But they said it would be a retooling to fit them into the current canon because right now
that's always a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, retooling anything Star Wars is always a bad idea.
Yeah,
Seriously.
for me, why waste time and why
but
not?
Still, if it can be as good as the original game, Why not? It's really good. The game is one of the best.
If it's as good as the original
RPG.
game, then you don't need to. It shows that you really don't need to do it back. I mean, like
Yes,
remaster
exactly.
it. Okay,
Just,
why
just
would you want to reboot something? Don't fix something that's not broken. I mean, like why?
yes, just make a totally new game and that's it.
Yeah, just go and do what your Fallen
And the
Order
next
2 or
Star
some
Wars
shit. That
RPG.
you don't
Next
need
Star
all
Wars
this.
RPG. Just make the next Star Wars
Yeah.
RPG.
Yeah.
Right?
But Fallen Order is not RPG, but yeah, I get it.
We just diffused Stalker's hype terus hilang. Stalker cakap betul gak guys. I don't know lah apa-apa. Tadi aku excited aku masuk podcast terus hilang. Whatever guys.
I get why you want it, Stalker. I really get why you
Yeah.
want a KOTOR game. I played KOTOR on PC at that particular time. I have like a weak ass PC.
It was
at that time,
fucking good, man. It was fucking
so
good.
it was
I play
so
on my
good.
PS2.
That's when I learned why some of the lightsaber have different colors, right? And that in that game I learned about all those different species of
Dia
aliens.
ikut mood kan?
Mm.
Dia ikut mood kan?
So and I get it. So but I would rather we have like the next sequel of KOTOR rather than a remake, right? So
That sequel, okay lah.
yeah,
Yeah.
the sequel, because remember we have Knight of the Republic 1 and then we have the continuation after that, right? So apparently they say that when it's supposed to be a trilogy, so I don't know, maybe, right? So hopefully we're gonna have that. So yeah, and so that's all the news that we have actually. I don't put in a lot because I want to make it so that we don't spend too much time.
Yep.
Right, so that's all the time that we have, guys. So for today, right? So thank you very much to all the folks who have been together with us. Bellon, yeah, like Bellon says, please agree again with Sobe. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Right. And Bellon did say that you're gonna have a derivation of Star Wars game KOTOR. So that's the title of your next sex tape, Bellon.
Aduh.
Darth Kotor.
Dah
Dah
kotor
lah
lah.
belum. Kau sembang dalam ni lah. Tak payah nak boleh type pula.
Aduh, Dirty Vader, Anakin apa nama?
So yeah, so that's all. We are at like almost 2 hours. So yeah, we're gonna get some plug going on. So we're gonna let Hafi plug his YouTube channel.
YouTuber ni. Allah,
No,
YouTuber.
not really lah. It's more towards my friend. He's an editor, so I suggest to him, why don't you edit my gameplay video and make some montage, Malaysian montage, since there's no montage
Aduh,
yet.
kau pun tak ada suara sial.
Okay, so
Tak ada. It's just songs.
where can we find that montage?
Yeah. So I'm gonna post the link now.
On the live comments. No, just say it.
Just tell me, what is it?
You can just find it in YouTube. Sambal Studios.
Sambal
Sambal
Studio.
Studio. Very.
.com/Sambal Studio.
Yeah. So yeah.
Afi, kau perasan tak aku like semua video kau?
Thanks tu. Sebab tu aku sayang kau tu.
Aku so I can critique
Thanks,
it later.
macam
Let me do a podcast about it so I can tell you. I give it 3 out of 10. No lah. Nanti we'll talk about it.
Okay, boy, as amateur.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's good. It's good.
So just a quick, give us like the elevator pitch of Sambal
Nama
Studio.
kau Von Matterhorn ke, Fi?
Dulu Von Matterhorn, betul aku tukar kepada Sambal Belacan. So
Allah.
more towards cater towards Sambal Studios. Tapi
I thought cater to your aroma. I mean your whole body odor kan. Yeah, exquisite sambal belacan. Okay, alright, go ahead.
Okay, so yang ni macam kita nak try lah. Nak tengok berapa banyak subscribers kita boleh dapat. But so far Destiny Malaysia tak dapat banyak sambutan lah.
Of course.
Kau kena buat sex tape lah.
Kau tahu Destiny Malaysia group Belun je kan?
So far group Belun je lah yang aku tahu Destiny Malaysia yang ada. Tak banyak tu Destiny player. Aku kalau buka YouTube pun tak banyak pasal Destiny Malaysia.
That's why.
So after this ni kot, RPG ke ataupun any trending game yang currently ada macam Modern Warfare. PUBG.
Give us the elevator pitch, cepat.
Come on. So give us the elevator.
Why should people subscribe to your channel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
please subscribe,
videos are all about so that they can come.
We are gonna post next week more about our new game, Modern Warfare and Raft. Raft is the game I talked earlier with Balloon. Baju, sorry. Surviving in a boat of some sort. So yeah, so Destiny, we're gonna hold on for a while until we pick up viewers and subs. So yeah, if you like our content, please do sub and like.
Definitely. Aku akan
Pilih
like
pai lah.
every freaking video. Aku tengok sampai habis.
Thanks,
Semua
though. Sayang,
video.
though.
So I can write notes.
right, though.
I subscribe to it and I like it as well. So yeah, go and take a look at Samba Studios if Destiny is your thing. And then some of the music is pretty good. Actually, some of the music that you guys chose is pretty good. So yeah.
I don't know about that. Okay.
Try FIFA. Try FIFA.
Okay, so yeah, where can people find you? Are you on Twitter?
Currently now, we're not in Twitter yet. We're still on YouTube base, but we will create our Twitter page as soon our subscriber counts is picking up. So yeah.
Allah, why? You should do it now.
Alright. Yeah, you should do it now.
You should do it now. Not wait. Okay, never mind. This nanti panjang cerita.
Marketer. That's like the marketer talking. So listen to him.
Allah. Sorry.
Okay. Marketing
continue.
boleh. Kita akan buat Twitter dan Facebook page.
Marketing bagi tip free.
Okay, yeah. I mean, kita orang pun nak try besarkan YouTube channel ni kan dekat Malaysia nak tengok. I mean, it's
Yeah, do clips, dude.
Growing, bro.
No, do clips on Twitter, Facebook. Just do clips of your videos.
Do clip free. Kan boleh share the video like more than 2 minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. Alright, so Fee, thank.
And then buat hashtag.
Allah, stalker. Okay. Hashtag Fee, boleh tahu tak? Aduh, apa?
Tak dengar. Apa you cakap tadi?
Dia cakap hashtag.
Hashtag. Dia suruh buat hashtag.
Hashtag. Okay.
Gila.
Itu daripada marketing juga, tapi bahagian
Marketing juga.
Accounting finance.
Make sure call the username tau bila buat Twitter ni. Ya, apa bodoh. Mangga.
Dia nak pastikan invoice tu betul.
Apalah, dia bagi juga contribution dia. So thank you.
Comel lah stalker. Okay. Alright.
Stalker, where can people find you?
I'm at Putrajaya.
Yeah, Putrajaya. It's pretty far. Nowhere. You can find me on YouTube here in the podcast.
Aduh.
Yeah, so you didn't have an online presence. Yeah.
Yeah, not really. Not really active.
Yeah. So, and what about you? Last one, Sabah.
You can find me on Instagram @SO__BAR. If anyone's following me now, you know that I posted a story for the first time in 50 years. So it's getting
you just
pretty,
posted a story, sial.
So
I was
yeah,
like,
it's getting pretty interesting, and my company is doing big things. So hopefully next month I can share it with you guys here as well. I can plug it in. But for now, just keep it tuned to this podcast.
Hey, what's your Instagram again? I don't think so. People hear you quite well, so that I can put it on here.
SO_BEAR.
Well, SO_BEAR. So that's easy. All right, correct. So, see, so bear, but with the underscore just before the bear. All right, cool. So, great. Now, right. So, and last one for me. Yeah, you know where to get the YouTube channel. It's like youtube.com/Bajunit. Like super easy. My Twitter handle is also Bajunit @Bajunit, and also the blog bajunit.wordpress.com. So it's like so easy. It's all Bajunit. I'm lucky nobody actually taking up all those things. Right. So cool. Yeah. So thank you very much, Bear. Thank you very much, Shafi, and also Stalker. And thank you very much for Bellon.
Bellon. Okay.
Thank you very much for Bellon for being with us in spirit as well as in the comments, right? So you guys have been cool. And the next time that we're gonna have, what we're gonna do, we have done Witcher, we have done Star Wars, we have done.
Watchmen.
Yes, the next one is Watchmen. So go
Yes.
and watch Watchmen. So we all know
Yes.
Stalker have done so, Sorbe have done so. Bellon, watch Watchmen, finish it. Make sure you watch the whole thing. It's so good. And please also read the comic books. It's also like, for me, comic book is way better than the TV series, obviously, right? So
Yeah, obviously.
we're
It's
gonna go
one of the
into it.
greatest novels.
Yeah, we're gonna go into it next. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. It's been great. Just nice 2 hour mark. Hopefully, we can do better. Make it 1.5 hour next.
I mean, it is better than
Yeah.
before. Nice.
Kita tengah sikit
Yeah,
lah.
Huh?
Merapu kurang sikit.
Stalker lembab
Alright, guys.
lah.
Thank you very much. And yeah,
Okay.
so
Alright.
until next time. Think of a better podcast name, guys. Come on.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Sambal
Thank you.
podcast. I like it.
Sambal
Bye-bye.
podcast. Bye.
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 Bye.